Outside, please. Debbie? Mommy, honey. I'm 93. Terrific. Look, I just got through. I had to stay late to keep a class, so I can't make it home for dinner. Yes, I'm going straight out to the meeting. Don't worry, I'll be sick. But you, go put the double lock on, okay? And eat the cold meatloaf. I'll see you later, honey. I love you too. Bye. Oh, you scared me.
I see I scared you, okay? I'm sorry.
Calvin Washington, 1030 section.
Calvin Jefferson, 930 section.
Yes, well, of course. Well, I was just leaving. Is there something you want?
Yes, Professor Miller, I wanted to talk to you about my grades. My grade on that Shakespeare project especially.
Well, what did you get, Calvin? A B or something like that?
That's right. Something like that.
Yes, well, listen. I can't talk right now. Really, I don't have any office hours. Not today. But if you'd like to set up to make an appointment with me, I'm not yet booked next month. Up until then, I'm just jamming.
That's 2 weeks. I need to talk right now.
What is the emergency? I mean, the grade is pretty much self-explanatory. Good, B, work. And I gave you criticism about the project the day of class, didn't I? So what's the problem?
I just need to talk about my grade and all my grades in point of fact.
But I don't have office hours today. Maybe tomorrow.
I need to talk right now.
Look, there's a faculty meeting here tomorrow, so we can meet up afterwards, say around 12:30, provided Professor Rolfe is not using the desk.
I got a job tomorrow. I need to talk right now.
Okay, but I don't see what the emergency is. What is the problem?
I just told you what it's about. It's about my grades.
All right. Just stop shouting out here, will you? Just take a seat. I'll give you a couple minutes. Okay. Now what?
How come I keep getting a B?
What?
This is the 3rd project I did for you, and all I keep getting is a B.
Are you joking? I know you didn't want to talk to me about this. B is an excellent grade.
No, A is excellent, B is good.
I know you deserve an A on those projects now, do you?
No, but I need to learn how, so maybe I can try for an A or a C. That's average if you know what I mean. Or a D. But all I keep getting is a B. Doesn't seem like no matter what I do in this speech communications class. It's just, I came at it on an open 3 months ago on some stupid open admission. I don't know. I don't know which end was up. I stood up here and gave some speech you assigned about my hobby. You remember that?
About basketball?
No. That was Franklin Perkins. He sits in the back row.
Oh, yes, right.
See, I gave some speech about my hobby of making wooden trays.
I remember that speech.
But I didn't have no hobby of making wooden trays, man. I did that once in high school. That is all.
Well, that doesn't matter. It's the speech that counts.
Well, that was the sorriest speech anybody has ever heard. I didn't know which way to put one word in front of another. Man, it was supposed to last, what, 5 minutes? It lasted 2. And you gave me a big...
Well, it was your first time up in class, Calvin. You showed a lot of enthusiasm and effort. I remember that speech.
Everybody's first time in class, ain't it?
Of course.
And that girl that sits next to me, that Judy Horowitz, man, she gave some speech on how to play the guitar. She brought in charts, taught us how to read chords, and she memorized the whole speech. And you gave her a B.
Well, Judy's organization on her outline was a little shaky, as I remember.
I didn't turn the outline in.
You didn't?
Didn't you notice?
Yes. Well, it's just been some time. Let me look here. Let's see. Oh, you didn't?
That's right, I didn't.
Well, you better hand that in before the end of the term.
Well, I can't because I don't know which way to turn no outline in anyway.
Don't worry about it, Calvin. It's perfectly okay. Just work on improving yourself in other ways.
What other ways? Only thing you ever said, I need to get rid of my substandard urban speech.
Well, yes, Calvin, you do. Substandard urban speech. It undercuts your positive communicator's image. Remember I gave a lecture about that? How all of you here have a substandard urban speech because this is a urban college. Remember that? But it's perfectly okay. It's okay. Me, myself, I had a substandard Midwestern speech when I was a student. Remember how I explained about that? How I would say creek for creek, and 10 for 10, and can for can. And my breathiness. My breathiness, now that was the biggest problem of all. I just about worked myself up to death at Northwestern U trying to get that right out of my speech. Now you see, Calvin, that's the whole key for you too. To get it right out of your speech. Nothing to be ashamed of. Just to get it right straight out.
That's how I keep getting the B?
That's.
Huh?
That's. Not that's. That's. One of the words in the black substandard urban pattern. No final T's. It undermines your positive image. Labeling you. Don't you remember me explaining about that? It's street speech. Harlemese. Don't you hear it? I pointed your particular syndrome out the moment you started talking in class. It's last, not last. First, not first. Final T's. Now that's your friend, Calvin. You hear it when I talk?
Sometimes I hear it when you're hitting it like that.
Well, you should be going over these exercises in your speech book all the time and recording yourself on your tape recorder.
I ain't got no tape recorder.
Then borrow it.
On that Shakespeare scene I just did, is that why I got a B? Because of final T's?
You haven't improved your syndrome now, have you?
Why you keep answering me by asking me something else?
And that's the other one.
What other one?
The other most prevalent deviation. You said asking me something else.
That's right. Why you keep asking me something else?
Asking me, Calvin. Asking me.
I just did.
No, no, no. Look, that's classic substandard black. Textbook case. You see, the teeth and jaw are in two separate positions, creating two different sounds, ultimately creating two completely different words. Asking, asking. I am asking you the question. But the woodcutter is axing down the tree. Can't you hear the difference? Here. How about this? Go over to page 105. It's called the sharp S problem and the sk medial position substitution. Skin, screw, scream. That's sk in primary position. Asking, risking, frisking, that's medial position. And task, flask, mask, that's final position. Now you should be going over those, Calvin. Going over these exercises over and over. I mean, the way you did that Othello scene was ludicrous. Good evening, gentlemen. I ask thee. That meant Othello was chopping the gentleman down.
How come I had to do that Othello scene anyhow? I ain't get no choice. And Franklin Perkins and Lester Washington, they had to too.
What do you mean?
And Dorian Simpson and Judy Horowitz, they got some Cleopatra aside on the 9.
Everyone was assigned.
Everybody had a choice, and you know that. Judy Horowitz said she got to pick from 5 to 6 characters. And that boy that went yesterday, that Nick Mazoyan, he said he got to pick from 3 to 4 characters.
Well, several of the students were right for specific characters. Remember we had a conversation about this in class, Calvin? About the Stravinsky. The importance of identifying and feeling the part.
Well, Dorian Simpson did some queen sitting on her bars. And how am I supposed to identify with some Othello? I don't.
What do you mean, Calvin?
Well, I can't identify with no Othello. I'm not some jealous husband. I don't even got no wife, a girlfriend hardly. Isn't that what this is about? So tell me what was I supposed to identify with anyhow?
Calvin, what are you talking about? You did a good job.
B job, right?
Yes.
Well, what's that B standing for anyway? Because I'll tell you something, what if you want to know the truth? I stood up there, couldn't hardly make sense of anything I read, barely could read it, only you didn't notice, just sitting in the back of the room, thumbing through your book. And you know what I did? Test you out, skip the whole paragraph just to see if you would know. You just sitting in the back of the room, thumbing through your book, and you gave me a B.
Well, that just goes to show how well you did the part.
Well, if you want to give me something like I can identify with, why you can't let me do that other dude?
Iago?
Yeah, that's what they call him. Othello's...
Subordinate.
Go right along with my speech syndrome, wouldn't it now? See that Iago? He has to work for the man. I can identify myself with him. Or that grave digger shoveling dirt for a hard day's work, I can identify myself with him. So why didn't you let me do them? That's the question I want to ask you.
Ask me, Calvin. Ask me.
Ask you. Okay, man. Miss Shakespeare and Speech Communications 1, you know what I want to ask you right here, right now, at this desk? I want to ask you, how come I've been in college for 3 months and I haven't learned nothing more than what I came in here with? Man, I was supposed to come in here and learn so much more. Man, this is where them Jewish boys become big-time doctors and go to Bellevue or become some big-time family judges. Well, this is my turn. See, my sister Jonelle took me out of foster care while I was in 6 homes and 5 schools to give me my opportunity. She busted her ass at some ladies' restroom so I could get my chance. Do you understand what I'm communicating to you? See, my high school told me I got brains, and you folks was gonna get me up to date with my education. But the only thing that's happening, I'm getting more and more confused about what I knows and what I don't know. I don't turn no outline in, and you give me a B. And Lester a B. And Sam a B. And Melba a B. Man, what's this B standing for anyway? Because it surely ain't standing for no piece of work.
Calvin, don't blame me. I'm trying to. God knows I'm trying. Times are rough for everyone. I'm a Shakespearean scholar. And I'm teaching beginning speech. I was supposed to have 12 graduate students, 9 classes a week. They gave me 35 freshmen, 20 classes a week. I hear 157 speeches a week. Do you know what that's like? And I go home late on the subway, scared to death. Now, when I was in graduate school, they told me I would have a first-rate career. And when I started here, they said, hang on, honey, things will get better. But only they haven't. They've gotten worse and worse. Now, I've been here 12 years. I haven't written 1 word in my field. I haven't read 5 research books, and I'm exhausted. I'm tired. We all have to bend, and I'm just hanging on, taking care of my little girl, and that's all.
You better. What am I supposed to do, feel sorry for you? At least you earning a living. Clean office, private phone, all them names on the door with them BAs, MAs, and PhDs.
You can have that too, Calvin. Look, just last year we got 10 black students into Ivy League graduate programs. And they were no better than you were. They were only perceived as better. Now you see, that's the whole key for you, Calvin, to be perceived as better. So you can get good recommendations and do well on interviews. You're a nice-looking young man, ambitious, and you have a fine native intelligence. You can make it, Calvin. You just have to improve your positive image. Get rid of that street speech. Don't you see?
See what? What you asking me to see?
Asking me to see, Calvin. Asking me.
You want to see? You want to see?
Calvin, stop. Stop it.
Is there any other black professors in here? Is there any other black professors in here?
No. They got cut. The budget's low and they got
cut. They got cut. I'm going to cut you, ladies. I'm going to throw this fucking cut you. You hear me? I need my education. Now.
Please don't cry.
Calvin?
Is he terrible?
Calvin, from the bottom of my heart,
By changing my words, man, that's nothing. I need to know which ways to get them big ideas down.
But how can I teach you that, Calvin? You can't even write a paragraph or a sentence. You can't spell past the 4th grade, and the essay you wrote showed that.
What essay?
The autobiographical one you wrote on the first day.
You said that was for your reference only. F, why didn't you tell me I failed?
For what?
So you can teach me how to write.
In 16 weeks?
You're my teacher.
I'm one person and one job. Speech is my job. You need a tutor.
I'm your job. They out of tutors.
Look, Calvin, I can't help you. Do you hear me? And that's the truth. I can't help you. And even if I could, it wouldn't matter. All that matters is the curriculum and the budget and how you look and how you talk.
I'm finished.
No. Calvin, if you will take what I can give you, I can help you, Calvin. I can teach you speech. Trust me.
Okay.
All right. Now we'll go over a couple exercises, and you'll practice them at home. Please? All right. Repeat after me. Asking, asking, asking.
Action. Asking. Asking.
Asking. Asking.
Asking. Asking. Asking. Asking.